How does it feel getting ready to, got a big season ahead of you? Sort of the 165's your spot now. How are you feeling?
I feel excited, motivated. I generally don't get too antsy right away. I like to kind of just stay calm and ready to go, and I maybe more describe it as just being motivated, ready to go, than super amped and excited. I just said excited before, but just calm before the storm. Really, that's how I put my style of approaching things.
In the room, who are some of the people that you train with? Maybe that's kind of mentored you a little bit since you've stepped into the room.
One of those big guys was Michael Kemmer. He was the guy that really helped mentor me. Just we weren't competing for a spot last year, and so. But Marinelli is also a guy that's mentored me just through being a really good workout partner, and I've learned a lot of things just from that. I throw Young in there. I throw Morning Stars, who's my coach, also my workout partner. But I think Kemmer was definitely a guy that I've learned a lot through, and he's a great guy.
Is it just technique-wise, or is it just process things maybe on the periphery of actual wrestling that you kind of learn from them?
Yeah, you learn technique. It's super important, but a lot to me in wrestling is your mindset and what it comes down to when you're tied for the marbles. And so he was a guy that I'd have to be really sharp. My mind had to be ready to go. I had to be ready on the whistles. I had to be ready coming back to the center, get ready when you go to overtime with them or in the practice room or whatever it was. So I learned a lot of technique, but I also learned stuff beyond the technique that really, what I would say, the grit, the win, a big match, a big moment.
Your only 2 losses last year were to Marinelli, so what did you learn wrestling him?
Well, I lost 3 times last year. One of them was to him. You learn that you got to go out there, you got to put points on the board. I mean, usually you want to win a national title, you got to either take everybody down or turn everybody on top, and both of those no one can ride you. And so I'd say no matter who it is, you got to go put points on the board in any way possible. You want to throw him on his head, you want to take a low ankle, you want to run behind him, points. So points got to go up.
Seemed like you knew that information right off the top of your head right away. Is that the kind of stuff that sticks with you? I mean, are you the type of competitor to kind of keep those results and stuff in your mind and use it as motivation?
Yeah, you run things through your mind. I'm gonna run things through my head every single day. If I go to bed, when I wake up, just reminding myself and recycling that pain or that loss is important to me. And so I mean that's also just what I'm about as a competitor and as a person getting better. And so that's what coaches preach to us. And so I think it goes hand in hand with being a champion on and off the mat.
I'm working on a story about how, wrestling, women's basketball, men's basketball sort of use Kinnick Stadium and football as a way to get recruits. Did you go there when you were being recruited for a game, and did that, stick with you at all? Or did
they go to Kinnick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Kinnick. I think we played Northwestern, but they were smacking them pretty good, so I left at halftime. So, but yeah, it was cool. I like the, I go to the football games now with the recruit. I just like to go to the walkouts part and see the hawk fly quick, and that's all I need.
What do you remember about when you wrestled? You got to wrestle Labs in Carver during the COVID year. What do you remember about that?
I remember that it was, I don't know, maybe 400 people, but it was still kind of loud.
If that.
Yeah, it was real small, but it's another match where you got to put the points on your board in your favor, and I would probably say just not being surprised about anything. I think maybe I was a little surprised just being a little younger, but I think I came a long ways and made improvements in all aspects. I wish I could go back and wrestle that match, but I gotta learn from it.
Yeah, well, he's kind of a funky guy, but being able to get in a match like that and compete as a true freshman, did that that boost confidence at all, or what was?
I mean, to me, I've always had really good confidence. Never been a guy that's been like down on my scales or my mindset, and so like, just to throw my hat in the ring didn't really matter to me. My throw my hat to win, throw my hat in to win was my mindset, and so I mean, after that match, every other match, you gotta continue to work, and just make yourself as close to bulletproof as possible. So.
Have you thought about what it'll be like when you're walking out on the mat and Carver's full?
Oh yeah, think about it all the time. Come down here at night and think about it. Run your walk, I think about it. I mean, I'll come down here at whatever time of the night and I'll walk out there with my walkout song going through my headphones just to kind of get going. So.
You're still not gonna tell us the song, are you?
I mean, a couple days away.
All right, thank you, Heather.